sights on, my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore. I've got my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore.
I've been feeling just a little bit low. Got to get back to the show and we'll fly. Yeah. You don't have to feel like you're on your own. No one should have to dance alone on tonight. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We don't give no pay if you wanna ride away. We just have to kind of play. Second feels up in the memory bank. I've been looking for somebody to make memories in a bank forever in time.
Two tags. He is the hero. Yevny. Oh dear. Showing the back to Envision. Oh no, he received a shot. Now he's a one shot. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yevny. Can he survive? It's the $1 million question now. Can he survive? He race. Oh my god. Oh no, he found a whoopsie. He found a no. Oh no.
Good evening, everyone. We're now on to Money Blaster Open Stage 3. Unfortunately, I'm receiving reports of people not being able to log in the Netherlands, which can be an issue, could potentially affect the runnings of tonight. We will have to wait and see whether Wargaming will announce anything or any rescheduling of the matches. As of now, the matches will still go on. But we'll continue. We'll monitor the situation and whether Wargaming is going to do something and call off the matches later tonight. And if that happens, potentially I will have to stream tomorrow. And oh yeah, that will be nice because tomorrow night is going to be quite important for the Eurovision that. Anyway, here is the format of the tournament. Day 3. Format is as follows. We have the same format as before, but this time we have 2 qualifiers from each group. They will advance the Money Blaster final, and as the groups progresses, as the battles progress, we will know which teams are going to be in. But we'll continue to monitor the situation whether there will be a rescheduling of the matches. Previously, we have Asia server successfully played out the matches in stage 3, and we have the finalists. And the groupings are posted on my server. You can check it out. It's in the announcement directly. And I have to say, Group 3 and Group 4, both these groups are going to be quite a group. But I put my name down for Group 4. That will be very exciting to watch. Basically, you can't really call which team would qualify to the top 4 stage. It's like almost like every team here has a chance, but I digress. This is a timeline. Today is the final day of the Money Blaster Open, and the first to 16th place actually will be all top 2 plus 2 more qualifiers from the third place, but we will know which teams that will be. We will see the number of matches won in stage 3 as the tiebreaker. Money Blaster final will be held from the 21st to the 25th of February with a prize pool of $10,000 US, and that's actually a lot more than the previous major season. So really like this. This, I would say, it's more like a cup competition rather than a season. So I think it's something that a lot of people have to bear in mind. If you remember how cup competitions run, they don't have the best seeding, they don't have the most accurate top teams. That this is quite common in a lot of sports. There's really nothing much you could do. You could try to perfect your format to decide the best teams in the top stages, but nevertheless, if you want the most accurate top teams, then you have to after a tournament run for longer, and that means there will be more games to play, and it's like yeah, and you get the idea, like a season or a league decides the top teams a lot more accurately, because it really about having the best stamina. But I digress once again. If you want to donate to this stream, these are the links, and hopefully there is a giveaway happening very soon. I believe my moderators, let me just load the YouTube chat. Should be there. Just have to load my stream. Good. Yes, thank you. At least we have around 17 people watching. That's always a good thing to see. Good thing to know. And right, no more keys. No more keys. So has not started yet, so when I announce begin, then start guessing. And I would say now begin guessing. Guess the total damage done by Immortals first team. Immortals basically in the second match. So second match, the most damage done. Not the most, the total damage done by all 7 players. So we can start guessing now. And I will say end before the start of the first match. So good luck and have fun guessing. Now looking on to the groups, so we'll begin with group 4. It's going to be Serenity 0, second team of Immortals, and First Alliance. No doubt it will be Serenity, I would say. Group 5, we have Jones, me, Retty, and winners. This is going to be a tough one for Retty. We knocked out the Titan Raid, so Jones can't underestimate them. But if we look at Group 6, we have Turks, Demo, Phoenix, and Ascend. Another tough one. There is a chance for both Phoenix and Turks, but we will see. I believe Turks will be through. Group 7, we have LOCA, Whelp, ASP, and Veil. And we have LOCA, pretty much a very dominant team. Should be able to go through easily as the first placing team. Group 1, we have Endgame, Cash, Dis, and Hate. I believe Ronin is streaming this group tonight, so we'll see. But Group 2 is pretty much the group of death. APA, MFG, Immortals, and Sparta. The third placing team at least have to win 7 matches if they want to be safe. But you will never know. Group 3, we have ZGS or Glatis, Till, Chai Raiders, and SYS. Another interesting one. It can go either way. Group 4, we've known what's going on. Right. There will be 5 battle passes to give away. There is going to be a second round after the first fixture. That will happen in the upper bracket final. We will guess another guess another team. Right. I hope the issue will be resolved soon, because I'm still hearing some issues from that end. But yeah. And it will be really difficult. I would say APA, but anyway, I believe that whichever teams get out of this group 2, they will have to face either Endgame or LOCA, provided that these two teams finish first tonight. If they finish first tonight, both of them, then I don't think it'll be really nice for for all these teams, APA, Immortals, and Sparta. They have to train really, really hard to be at that level. But it's been proven that these two teams are not invincible. Chromatics almost knocked out LOCA in stage 2. So, provided they have trained a lot for the Money Blaster final day, they have a chance. I would say AP has the best chance, considering they were 6th in the Blitz in the Blitz EU Cup preliminaries. So never say never. I think they have a decent chance in really going through. And I mean, they've done it before in spring season last year, knocking out Endgame. Although it was Red Team who actually eliminated Endgame, but APA beats Endgame the first time. Same could happen, I believe. Once again, the seeding, it's posted on the official Discord server of Wargaming, but we are looking at the first placing teams of Group 1 and Group 2 in the same group in the Money Blaster final. Group 3 and Group 4 winners together in the same group. Group 5 and 6 winners together in the same group, and Group 7 winner and Group 1 runner-up in the same group. So theoretically, LOCA will have an easy group if they finish first tonight. But I think Group 2 will be the most difficult. It really depends on Group 3 standings as well. But if Serenity and Retty are getting their first and second place respectively, then it will be interesting to watch. Will be really interesting. Serenity also not the invincible as well. They finished 6th in the Blitz Premier Cup, getting knocked out by Faust, so there is a chance that could happen. Red Team has a chance. They played pretty well in the Blitz Premier Cup, finishing 5th to 6th place in Blitz Premier Cup. And then we have potentially Tiebreaker, Sagratis, or Till. These 3 teams are pretty decent, especially Tiebreakers and Sagratis. Both of them did fairly well in Blitz Premier Cup as well. I mean, like, at least I think they were in the same group. Although they occupied the 5th to 6th place in the end, they won games. That's to say, they didn't bow out of the tournament without winning anything. They won some matches, they won some games. Group 2, I would say, in the Money Blaster final, would be quite scene to watch. We will talk more about the state of the EU server after this fixture. We'll kind of brief you about what has happened, the movement of the players. I think you should keep watching this stream, and you'll find out what's happening on the EU server. But spoiler alert, is actually very promising, I will have to say. Especially the new teams in Blitz Premier Cup. I do think 2022 is going to be a better year than 2021 on the EU server, but I'm not going to say too much. We'll focus on this match. We will start off with 4th Despair. All games tonight will be played in the best of 5 series, so whichever team wins the first 3 matches will win the fixture. It's not a best of 3, so they have to bear in mind it's not over yet. If they are leading by 2 matches, they have to win 1 more. So looking at both Immortals and Sparta, it will be Baowan in the M60 alongside Liquid, Kaka IS7 alongside Status. I think it's a Patron Crew alongside Yupo in the double 60 TP with Canio in the VK90.01P. On the other hand, we have Sparta going for triple 60 TPs by Patrick, Flybars and also 3 for Bond, I believe. If I remember correctly, yes, 3 for Bond. One single T100 LT by Charlie Zine, staying in the IS-7. He is from Belgium. Not sure he's playing in the same cluster, but the Dutch players, not sure if they are back yet. Double M6 used by Chiappo and no hand, no life. For Despair, it's not in the map pool in the Blitz EU Cup, and therefore not in the Blitz Premier Cup. So this is very interesting. This is a very interesting map, and I always say this map is an anti-meta map. Basically, this is perceptionally small. Although Wargaming says all maps are the same size, I believe a lot of the out of bounds area is within the perimeter, especially in the southeastern corner. You can't go there unless you boost something up like a Grilla, but you can't. But I don't think that will happen here. And it's very flat, so really you would not expect a lot of mediums or lights, and usually it's very easy to traverse from one area to the opposite area very quickly with a relatively mobile heavy tank. You really don't need that medium or light for spotting and so on. And it's also somewhat enclosed as well. So this is pretty much the worst case scenario for medium or a light tank. But as we go in, Sparta using a light tank. I always like to see a light tank because that means at least you have someone to get information. You can't really do that with heavy tanks. Will Sparta make use of this advantage here? It remains to be seen, but it will be good if that's the case. Alright, let's go up. Hi. Alright here. Alrighty, so Immortals red team from the north spawn with Sparta blue team from the south spawn. And I always think we will follow Patron Crew for now. He's going to the middle side, looking to secure the B area. But looking at the Sparta also. Oh, the 60 piece of crossing. Patron Crew ready to put that big shot into Flybus, but I'm not sure what happened to him. There was some kind of ping issue. I'm not sure if that's a ping issue, but that was a very delayed shot, and he got shot twice here. So that means in terms of training, Sparta is actually training a little bit better as well, with Bao 1 already losing some hit points. Oh, Flybus taking another hit by Patron Crew. That tungsten shell really did some big numbers here. Oh, but it's a bounce from Patrick, and Immortals are now pressing in the middle area, and that could mean Sparta will need to do something. Flybus is quite low. He could go down very soon. And Sparta needs to do something here now, because in terms of hit points now, Immortals are leading by more than 2,000 hit points, and this could go very south for Immortals very quickly. And the Patron Crew ready to put that shell to Flybus. Flybus is now down to one shot. Flybus in a very awkward position. I have to say, I'm not a fan of the positioning of Flybus here. Immortals really made use of that awkwardness well. And Fabon now very low. Sparta really not warmed up today so far. If it continues this way, Immortals will get this first win. And really hope this is not going to be a long night for Sparta, because Sparta has done really nice and really well in stage 2, knocking out Win. I think one of the best teams on the EU server. So looking at Sting, looking to put a shot here, but Immortals already discovered Sting is flanking around, with Immortals now having 2 guns of advantage, and Patrick now isolated like that. And I'm not really sure why Chiappo and Chai is still very far back. I think, yeah, providing crossfire, but allowing Immortals to focus down tanks relatively easily. So they're now trying to get status out of the way, but I think it will be too late now. Immortals still with 7 tanks, but now losing status, turning that number to 6. Chiappo now dead. Nopal will be the next tank down for Sparta, and Immortals very convincing win here, and Sparta. Not a good performance, I have to say. They should have done a lot better, especially I think that strategy in the near the B side is questionable. They really have to figure out whether that it's a really good idea to put that tank near B. I think that it was Flybus that lost so many hit points at the start, and in terms of positioning for Immortals, Immortals just discovered Flybus and obliterated that tank relatively comfortably. Flybus simply has nowhere to hide, unfortunately, and that meant it's going to be advantage to Immortals 1-0. Sparta's going to make a comeback in the next one. So far, not so good for them, but you would never know. Pigula, probably now the player coming in place of Status. Let's say Sparta, do they have a plan this time? Do they have a much better strategy? And I hope that will be the case. I know they can do it. And we are all for Sparta. Sparta's the underdog here. They don't have the best seeding, I am afraid. And this kind of disadvantage meant that they have to work a lot harder than some of the clans near the level. So we'll see about this one. Triple IS7 this time for Immortals by Bawan, Kaka, Kinyo, and Keniotsu, and also Yupu, Pechonkru, Pigula, and Val in 60 TP, Concept 1B, and M60 respectively. Sparta, on the other hand, will persist with that 200 LT by Charlie Zane. Triple IS7 this time by Patrick, Flybus, and Prima Ball, with triple M60s by Chiappo, No Pen, and Stay, and they're dropping the 60 TPs this time. And let's see if this is actually going to work. The new meta, the release of 60 TP, really good armor, high alpha gun, but the accuracy is not good. So so they're really trying to use the accuracy, the gun statistics to outclass Immortals. And let's see if it's going to work. The second match on Fort Despair. Well, hopefully we get more people watching soon. 29 viewers, and it's hopefully we'll get more. Last time almost reached 100, so hopefully we get at least half of the viewers back. So Immortals red team from the south spawn. I think they're going for a similar strategy, but this time Sparta, I think they're not going for B. They're going for a lot more focus on C this time. But Immortals not really putting a lot of attention there. They're pretty much spawn baiting, I have to say, waiting for Sparta to potentially rush C. And from my experience, rushing C is not a good idea. So I don't think Sparta is going to do that. They will get C, and they will hold back, allow Immortals to try to find a way to flank them. And as we can see, Patrick is in a very tough position. A lot of responsibility here to spot A and also to reset B. And this is a common position to do that. But Immortals, not spotted by Sparta by any method, is going to rotate back to their spawn, potentially lining up for a tussle near C. And Sparta has already diverted their forces now. Only 2 tanks, potentially only 1 now. Babon staying there, Flybus retreating. Sparta really now holding the line very far back. Not sure if that's good, because the map control could go to Immortals' favor, but you never know. They have the cap lead. They really don't have to do much. They just have to make sure C is not getting swarmed or captured. But also they have a healthy around 50 cap points of lead. That means Immortals have to spend at least like 20 seconds in order for their cap points to overtake Sparta. Not sure if I'm doing the maths right. I probably am doing the maths wrong. Probably just on 10 seconds. But it's quite some time for Immortals to capture C back, and not capture C back, to kind of temporarily capture C to stop the cap points from increasing for Sparta, and then go back, so that they will be leading in terms of cap points. We'll see if Immortals are going to do that, or if they're going to do a full-on rotation. But I could see potentially if Sparta, if Immortals is doing that strategy, they will immediately rush C. So I think Immortals, they're trying to test the waters where it's worthwhile to go for A, or whether it's better to just to stop the C from to stop the C capture point increase there. But it seems like we're seeing a push here. One probably in charge of this push. But they're just going to be a bit slow the tempo, which I do agree. You don't want to be in rush. They still have some time. I mean, we are still talking about 150 more cap points before they absolutely need to make a push. And if you do the maths, 5 cap points per 2 seconds of increase, that's just around a minute left to go. They have a minute left to go. They can use this minute to slowly push that up, and with Upun now dropping the ball, we'll count whether they will be able. Oh, shot into from Fabon into Yupo, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Sparta exactly nay. Immortals looking to make a temporary reset on C, and I think now they're going to swarm C. This is actually not a numerical advantage of Sparta by any means, but Spy Blast already receives a hit. Hit point still in favor of Immortals, however, it all depends on this side, I would say. Charlie Scene, net light tag, AB, really important. If Immortals able to dominate that, this is probably going to be Immortals' game fight and vice versa. So we'll watch that for a bit longer. But on this, at the same time, Immortals are steadily losing the fight there. So this means Patron Crew is going to come around and trying to create chaos near C. Will he be successful in doing so? Patron Crew big shot into Chiapo now. All about the raw here. All about where the Sparta is able to kill tanks out. But B's is getting captured now. But at the same time, Sparta does not have the numerical advantage over to the C side. They lost a tank, but it's a 6 vs 4. They need to kill a tank. They did so. They need to kill another tank. But Bond is actually the next focus for Immortals. This is going to be really close. Can they get B? It's all about this question. Immortals needs to make sure they can stop Sparta from getting B as well as they could. But Pigula is now dead, meaning Sparta will have free reign on B. This is getting really close. But big shots into Chiapo now. 2 vs 4 here. Sparta not winning the C side. This is really close. But they are not able to. But I mean, C is now in the hands of Immortals for some reason. They aren't able to stop Immortals from capturing, and they lost no pan as well. Hit was in favor of Immortals now. Sparta, they're going to lose Sting very soon. Immortals looking to get their second match victory here. And the Sting is on a really long reload. Oh, actually Sparta's going to get A. I don't know. Can they do it? Can Sparta pull this off? A, B now both captured. This is going to be very, very tense indeed. Are they quick enough to stop B? We don't know. Big shot into Bow1 here. Oh, bounce! Patrick, important bounce there. I'm not sure Patrick has enough DPM there. But this is going to matter really a lot here. But they're going to get B. But Sparta, they only need 10 more cap points. They can't lose a tank. And 5 more cap points. Sparta will get this one. Making it to 1-1. Sparta being quick enough to deal with B and get A. This is a really great idea there. But it was a Pyrrhic victory for Sparta. It was a clutch, I have to say. Sparta unable to kill tanks more quickly there near C. I think Patron had a good idea. Allowed Immortals to dominate the C area, but also lost the map control entirely. It was really close in the end. I don't think either of the team had a really bad strategy here. Both of the moves they made could have worked under different circumstances. I do think it really boils down to Sparta being able to clear B quickly and Immortals not quickly enough to get C. But I don't think they can speed any more. I don't think they can speed up anymore. To be honest with you, so Sparta well done there. But I would say it could have gone either way. I think you can critique both of these teams. I mean, if Immortals lost, we can say they lost the map control entirely because they sent Patron Crew to help C area. But you can say that could have got them the victory for getting hold of C and trying to get B. It was really close, really down to the wire. Sparta could have lost that easily. We don't know, Black Gilville now. Game on for both teams. 1-1. And stop guessing now. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say stop. There we go. 38 people watching, thank you very much. Thank you. And Black Reveal, Immortals versus Sparta. I hope that win from Sparta will motivate them, but so far they haven't been very strong tonight. The Immortals seems to be the better team here, but sometimes strategies, sometimes you have to have a really good mind, and Sparta did bring that to the table last match. But Immortals, so far so good, but they can't let this get over them, because this is very important now. A will be captured, potentially. Not sure if it will be successful. Charlie Scene in that T100 LT very long tank. Kaniotsu, I'm not sure he's going to reset that cap, but oh, Charlie Scene. That was probably not the best idea to cross like that. Receiver shot could have gone horribly wrong for Liquid and Pachongra missing their shot to Charlie Scene. I wonder Charlie Scene could have been taken out already at this point, at this moment in time. He is lucky to not have died in the situation. Well, anyway, Sparta would have gasped. This one, that was very nail biting indeed. C will be captured by Sting. That means Sparta will maintain the cap lead, although they lost A, because both teams still have one cap, so the cap increase is going to be the same, and Sparta has more cap points, so that means advantage still with Sparta, but the problem is they don't have a lot of hit points. They are now almost down by 2,000 hit points. So Immortals really, they have the bargaining power here. They're trying to look on B, and for Born, let's see if he can reset B, or will he get shot from multiple angles. Great resetting shot onto Status here. Bowen puts a great shot onto Vabon. Oh, big shot from the left. Oh, Vabon on fire, unable to extinguish that in time. Oh, that was really painful indeed. Status will get B. This time Immortals will have the cap lead now. At least in the next few seconds here. Sparta, they just need to trade a lot better than the Immortals. This is going to be really tough. They're both really in a tough position. Now down to one shot. Not going to last for long here. And Immortals, they can't really throw this one away. Oh, have to be really careful. Great shot to Chapel, but bounce from Chapel there. They don't have to be too aggressive. They don't have to trade. Basically, they just have enough hit points to buffer. And let's say Sparta, I think, a bit of quite in trouble here. Let's see how they're going to tackle this. This is going to be hard. And they're losing more and more hit points, now down by more than 4,000. This is looking very grim for Sparta at the moment here. Very, very grim. I think we've seen a push potentially from Sparta, and Immortals getting really ambitious. Getting C, but no one's at C to reset, so Sparta really a lot of pressure now. Patrick, big shot to Patrol Crew. Is it going to work? Sparta, I think this is probably their last straw, their last chance to win this one. But with Immortals getting all 3 caps, this is getting less and less likely to be in the favor of Sparta. Immortals killing no pen as well. 7 versus 5. Pachonkru is still alive. But even if Pachonkru dies, this is not going to be a game changer. Pachonkru dies. Sting dies. Kaniotsu dies. 2 versus 2 here with Fireblast now dead. Immortals, 5 more cap points, and they're done. So 2-1 to Immortals. Sparta, can they win the next one? They're really struggling at the moment here. Immortals, the better team out there, with 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and Sparta 3 tanks doing more than 2k. They've dropped too many hit points while trying to defend the caps, Not, I think the cap play is fine, but really, they lost so many hit points there. I think also losing the map control near the A area, the cave region, meant that Flybars had a really tough. No, it was a Fabon having a really tough time in resetting B. So I would say Sparta should have done something to address that situation. You do not want to abandon that area, especially when you want to reset B. So let's see about this one. And let me go back in light tag here. This time Black will be going for triple XTPs by these players. Just going to update the scoreline quickly. So far, advantage and match point is with Immortals team. Back to Black Oakville, I really love to see Immortals improving a lot since Blitz Parent Cup. And Sparta, they need to warm up. Not good enough just yet. At least if they can win the next match, that will put them in a better position in if they crash out of third place, they probably will be accepted to the Money Blaster final. And here we are. Second match on Black Oakville. Sparta versus Immortals and blue team. Sparta from the north side going mostly to C this time. Red team Immortals from the south side going to A. So they won't fight one another potentially. Maybe not. If you follow Keniotsu in the T100 LT, potentially you can see a lot of spots coming up. No pen spotted, staying in spotted. Liquid has been shot at. So Immortals at least know they're going to see. Once again, Sparta's getting a cap lead, but Immortals has proven countlessly that having a cap disadvantage isn't going to derail their players totally. In fact, if any, it's actually going to inspire them to do better. And this is the difference between a top team and a pop team. Is that when they're at a numerical disadvantage, they know how to respawn, they know how to regroup, they know how to rotate, they know how to get a good push and get the caps back and get a good solid victory. So Sparta once again very passive, sitting at the back, and I really don't like this kind of defensiveness of Black Oakville, because Black Oakville is such an open map. If you're sitting so far behind and you lose the map control, and if you try to poke out and try and regain some of the map control, you will get shot from multiple angles, and that's not good news for you. So I really doubt whether that's the right idea, to sit so far behind. And yeah, they might try and get B at this point, but I think that would be difficult. But also at the same time, Immortals won't go for B first. Exactly, that is what Sparta wants them to do. But also they are expecting them to go for C as well. So Immortals, they just need to get a good push. Get a really, really good push, and they should seal this victory. With Sparta, they have to bank on Immortals for being hesitant. And that's all they need to do here. And I think it's going to be Chiapple with a lot of pressure here now, because that's exactly where most of the Immortals tanks are. And if Chiapple gets rushed, he will be the first one to call for a move somewhere or to support Chiapple. But we'll find out what Immortals is going to do I think Immortals just going to press the line a bit more, trying to get some information, trying to be a bit slow. They still have time, still around a minute to go for them. Absolutely no need to rush. No need to decide immediately what to do. 1 more minute to go. They can still figure out the movement. They can still figure out how to push, how to read this. Sparta a bit spread out, but they have the angles. Charlie is seen in that T100 LT. Bit worried. I don't think he is actually doing the job as light tank, but at the same time, he doesn't want to lose all his hit points, so that's understandable. So, but also trying to spot B. I think his main job is trying to spot B. That could potentially allow Sparta to mobilize. Still very down. Hit points in like favor of Immortals, not by much. Sparta this time conserving a lot more hit points than before. So this is at least good news for them. We are approaching 800 cap points soon. The Immortals now rotating back to their spawn. I think we're going to see a push coming in no time. Are they going for B? Is Sparta ready for B? Let's see. Immortals still waiting. I think they could wait until 900 cap points, and I don't think Sparta's going to allow Immortals to kill a tank there. They're trying cap B. Like 30 cap points here, so I think a few seconds Immortals overtake if they can get B. Now Sparta's going to rotate. Now Flybar's going to oh no. I think that could go really horribly wrong for Flybar here. It's a 50B. His turret armor is not really healthy. It's not really good. Oh, but he receives a couple of bounces. That could be very important. Now, Sparta needs to make a push. Now with B still being captured by Immortals, Sparta needs to consolidate. Now Immortals could make use of this disconnection from Sparta to kill isolated tanks, but Sparta's now the first tank down, and it's going to be enough for Sparta. Sparta will get that kill and get the next win, putting that to a tiebreaker now, which is going to benefit both teams, by the way, if they're going to finish third, because at least they will be at the tiebreaker, and at least they will have 2 match wins in the bag, and that is going to bode well for them. But this, I have to say, Immortals kind of overestimated Sparta, underestimated Sparta in the ability to reset B. Sparta throwing absolutely everything they could to disallow Immortals from getting B. It could have gone the other way if Immortals got B, and Sparta, a lot of credits in that, and they look very disconnected. I think they kind of panicked a little bit. Immortals can't really capitalize on that panicky situation, and I think they probably focused a little bit too much in trying to get B, and probably would have benefited a little bit more in kind of making a push somewhere and killing some isolated tanks of Sparta while Sparta panics. So now we're going on to the tiebreaker on Port Bay. This will decide which team to go through and meet the winner of the other bracket in the upper bracket first round. So well done to Sparta. Now we're going to see if APA has won against MFG or if it's the other way, and it seems they're still playing. So it could, so I say that it has gone to a tiebreaker for both of these teams as well. So they said first Alliance is back, and they're going to play against Serenity. So good luck to both, but Serenity is really a tough one to beat. Patrick now changing into the mouse. We saw Port Bay. We saw mouses on Port Bay before, mainly on B. But Port Bay also, there's a problem is the, I don't know. I think mouse is fine, but it's a bit more open than expected for a mouse to operate. But it works though. The mouse works though, so we never know. We're now on to Port Bay. Immortals taking triple 60 TPs, triple ISM and M60 Sparta, a bad chat. A T100 LT, double IS7, 60 TP, and M60 and the mouse. Wow. Let's see about this one. This is going to be really great stuff. You don't want to miss any action here. This is going to be what everyone wants to say. At least we are getting more than 50 people watching, so at least we're seeing a tiebreaker. You're all in for a treat now. And status in the ISM going to the cold stacks. This is a very common tactic for a lot of teams, but never go there in random matches. Your teammates will be very scornful if you do that, but usually what this tank does, what most tanks do here, is to spot a rush on A, and that code stacks meant that, and also how inaccessible, you know, there's only one way in, pretty much, meant that it will take quite some time to shut the IS-7 down, meaning also they can kind of reset A as well. It meant that, like for example, Immortals, so a lot of tanks in DLC can just simply rotate without hurrying too much. And yes, exactly this is what that ISM is meant to do. So the North Spawn has that kind of advantage, and Sparta, once again, losing so many hit points at the start, and Immortals leading by more than 2,000 hit points. So Sparta now diverting their forces away. They got A in the end, but they don't have the cavalry this time, and don't have the hit points as well. But one good thing about this is that Immortals are very spread out, so Sparta can read this and make a great push, a very decisive push near C. And that's all they need to do. They need to make a really decisive push on C. Immortals are a bit worried about them being so spread out, and that I-7 can take a really long way to go from the other way to C. And yeah, I really hope Sparta can read that, and they could potentially be able to clear C out with a numerical advantage. And this is going to be exhilarating stuff. And Sparta, they really need to hold their breath and not hesitate. They decide to make that push. But also, I'm worried about the Batchats and T100LT being quite soft there. But the Mouse is going to go for B. They're trying to lure most of the Immortals tanks to B, and now they're going to make a push. Potentially, they're hesitating, which is not good because the Patrick is probably losing hit points with no hit points unwantingly. And Sparta's still hesitating a bit, and I think Immortals don't exactly know what Sparta is trying to do here, and probably they might ignore the Mouse. And we're seeing Sparta swarming into C now. Immortals, are they ready? I think they are ready. Looking at Kenny Ox in the 60 TP, they exactly know what Sparta's going to do. Can they do this one? 3 tanks on the 2, 3 tanks on the 2 now. Focus is on Yupo right now. Sparta has to make sure this is going to work. No room for mistakes allowed. And Mouse is still hanging on. I don't think that will be for long though. Next time they go for will be Patron crew. Maybe they only send 2 tanks here. Sparta, can they do it? They're now under so much hit points of disadvantage. They're going to lose a couple of tanks very soon. And Charlie see the Vaughn. Oh, Vaughn probably overpeaked. Oh no, they lost Snake now. This is not looking good for Sparta Immortals. Was going to get this one, I have to say. Val Liquid is killed by Chiapo unless a miracle happens, and Patrick has done a tremendous job in that Mouse. Can they do it though? This is a question here. With no pen now being killed, Immortals just only 10 more cap points and they will get it. 5, and Immortals are through to the next round in the upper bracket final. Which team will they meet? We will find out now soon. Right, well done to Immortals here. Sparta, they had a really nice idea, but I think the timing was not right. The Mouse went into B a bit too early, probably. Sparta, they don't even have enough tanks to make a push at the like simultaneously. I think what Sparta would have want to do is that they try to cap B first, and that with that Mouse to lure Immortals tanks away from C, so that they will have even a bigger numerical advantage on C, but they hesitated. And those tanks spotted that meant that Immortals know exactly what Sparta has in mind, and they focus most of the forces near sea, and Sparta's plans were foiled. So well done to Immortals on that. And Sparta, I think they have to kind of train a bit more on that strategy probably. But you have to recreate that situation again and again. So it's going to be hard, but they have to get the timing right. It wasn't really accurate, and that their plans got completely read by Immortals. So well done to Immortals, and they're going to face either APA or the MFG. We will find that now. So we have Hate has won against this 3-0. That is a bit shocking. This has been pretty okay in the Blitz Premier Cup, so I'm a bit shocked that they lost to Hate 0-3. But Endgame has not. Oh, that was close. 3-2 against Cash. It could have gone horribly wrong. So well done to Cash there. I believe they will knock out this in there tonight. Oh! MFG won against APA 3-2. Oh, that meant that either APA or Sparta will not go through to Money Blaster final. Ooh, that is going to be heartbreaking for either the team here. I do wish all the best for Sparta though. They are the underdogs. I believe they can do it. Right. So next we have Gratis at GS knocking out T1L 3-0 with Chai Raiders beating SYS 3-2. If we update that as well. We will see Group 4. Group 4, we have Serenity against first Alliance in the upper bracket final. Serenity winning 0-3-0 with first Alliance winning Immortals' second team 3-1. So let's see how it will go. And next we have Group 5. Jones won against Mir. Oh, Retzi lost. Jones 3-0 against Retzi, but winners. That is an upset here. Winners winning Retzi 3-0. To my surprise, Retzi was very good in Blitz Very Cup. Not sure what happened there, but they can pick that up. I hope they don't drop out tonight tournaments. That will be another upset in the making. Group 6, we are seeing Turks through already. 3-2 against Debo, so that is actually close. But Phoenix have won 3-1 against Ascent. So this is going to be tight. It's tight, and we'll see Debo can absolutely make a comeback and even get the tiebreak on the third place. So let's see about this one. Group 7, we have LOCA versus Whelp, and they won 3-0 as expected. And Vale, ooh, that is very unexpected. I heard that they had some Dutch players here who couldn't log in and play, and beating ASP 3-0 was very convincing as well. I do think they have a good chance in advancing in this case, but you never know. But yes, so we have the results already. We have around 30 minutes to go. Alright, now we have some apples. Alright, I'm back. So, actually, we'll, as I promised, we will look at the current state of art of the EU server. So, just talking about Blitz Premier Cup, the community tournament held in January, and that ended in Raid getting the first place, but Raid already got knocked out in a surprising upset against M1R02 in the grand final in stage 2. And second place goes to LOCA, and they're still in the running. Looking very strong this season, and the Jones as well looking very strong in the third place. Fourth place goes to Val, and I believe they disintegrated, and they are now in different clans now. I think some went to Win, and some went to somewhere else. I can exactly remember. And then we have 5th to 6th place, Serenity and Repti. Serenity went through quite expectedly, and Repti lost to winners 0-3 to my big surprise. I do believe Repti is better than that. 7th place goes to Vale, and as you might have noticed on their server, Vale's main team has pretty much went somewhere else, pretty much disintegrated. The Vale you're seeing is not the main core CW team as we saw in the last year and also in Blitz Premier Cup. But they have done really well so far, despite not training a lot. And I think winning against ASP means they are now tipped to finish second and qualify to the Money Blaster final. And then we have Sparta, as we saw, play their hearts out. I do feel they just need to be a bit less nervous. So far, I'm very nervy with their performance. So far, the performance against Immortals. The second match was really good. First match, second win was really good. The first win looked a bit clutchy, but they had a really good plan in the end, and that matters. And they had held their breath in the end. They didn't fluster in the end, which matters the most. It's a win in the end, although not the prettiest, but it's a win nonetheless, and that matters the most here. And then we have other clans, so Gratis, ZGS, Chai Raiders, Immortals first team, and also TTT knocked out in the 5th to 6th place. In the wild card, we saw this TRNMT and also WTV. Both WTV and TRNMT are knocked out in stage 2 already. That only leaves this still in the running, but they lost 0-3, which although to my surprise they didn't play too badly in the qualifier, so not sure what happened there. But let's actually see the current state of the art. Current state of art. As we go back to the teams, not this one. Let's go back much further. So we see here, LOCA. Most of them still LOCA. Some of them went to Serenity because they are French. So LOCA is still a LOCA team. So great to see them still in the same team. Jones. A couple of them have gone to Jones, and some of them gone to LOCA to replace the leaving members of LOCA. Some still remained in BPS though. But yes. BPS is kind of disintegrated, but I think kind of most of them are still in Jones. So Jones is this Jones team. Some of them went to ZGS, Turks and Serenity, but still a core team in Jones. So pretty much Jones and BPS kind of combined, and whether it's for the better or they still need time to gel. We saw they've got 3rd in Blitz Premier Cup, so at least they are doing a decent job. So looking at end game, still pretty much the end game team, except one of them goes, one of them going to Severity. That's Bobby or William. Really great player. Also, right. But I think he's Swiss if I remember correct. But he can speak French, so there we go. So pretty much the top 4 is still there, and we are going in. MFG versus Immortals. We'll come back later. The current status art of the EU server, but as we know, the top 4 in the last season pretty much still intact, except BPS. Some of them going to Jones, some of them going to LOCA. But you see the return of Serenity, and Serenity got into the top 4 in the spring season, so I'm very sure they are a very strong team, and they're a top 4 contender. I'm adamant they should be able to get top 4 this season. If they can finish first, they should have a good draw in that group. So start guessing now the amount of damage done by MFG this time in the second match. So actually I have to say and we are now onto Vineyards. This is going to be so I have a lot of minutes left to go. So as we know, MFG now going for quadruple IS7, double M60, and the T100 LT. Immortals going for potentially triple 60GP, a double IS7, and an M60. May be good will play. We'll find out soon. And they're continuing with this. Immortals. This team is not the team we are seeing here. That team was pretty much the same team as in the Blitz Premier Cup, and they improved from that onwards. But they have pretty much gone to different clans. For example, Raid, ZGS, Turks, and some going back to VPS. And then Vale, yeah, as we said before, this main team pretty much disintegrated. Some remained in Vale, but some of them went to Turks, Raid, Sparta, ZGS, whatsoever. So, and then we see Raid, pretty much the same team as we see in Blitz Premier Cup and also this cup tournament. Finally, we have APA. Once again, pretty much the same team. So, in the bottom 4, Raid and AP is still pretty much the same. So, but Raid, I would say, despite their big upset this cup competition, they are a clan to watch out for. And I believe this year is going to be the year that they will regain their former glory. I mean, at least they won the Blitz Premier Cup season 3. Quite nicely against LOCA. Really great matches, and Raid is going to be really strong this season. If Serenity continues, if we see the same top 4 in this cup competition also next, I think the top 4 is going to be a lot more unpredictable than last year, which is really good to see, because last year the top 4 has kind of been predictable, especially the I mean, autumn season was kind of a mashup in the first round, in the first round of games. The second round it gets a bit more obvious, but this year I think this could get really unclear of the top 4. We could see a bit of a switch up here every now and then, and the autumn season could get really exciting to watch. I have to say, this year EU season is going to be the server to watch, but we also might be expecting some new clans coming through as well. But as we go back to here, MFG versus Immortals on Vineyards, who will get first? Who will get this victory in this fixture? We'll find out soon. Let's see how MFG surfs. And as always, there's a glitch with the tabs above. Yeah, it's MFG on the red team and Immortals first team on the blue team. So let's head up high now. Dictator in the T100 LT, looking to go into the B cap, capturing this first. Immortals on the other hand. Interesting what they're going to do here. They're going to get that northwestern corner. We could see a big brawl coming soon in the A corner. No one going for A yet for Immortals. Oh, all spotted. Crossing into the ruins. Oh, this could get really, really brawly. Will descend into Pandemonium in no time. I don't know. Immortals, they don't have the numbers. They're trying to get A. MFG are going to clear this side quickly enough. Oh, shots going into a status. So many hits here. Well, actually, MFG is really proving that they deserve to be in the upper bracket final, and I think this can be really great to watch. Now, can he also try to get B, but it's successful at the moment. MFG has done a really good job to reset B, and they've dropped few hit points. Big shot into Dormy now. I don't know how this would go. The tanks, the IS-7s near the northwestern corner, still holding longer than I expected, but MFG actually not as dominant as I thought. It's still anyone's game, I have to say. Really all about focus fire, all about where they could get all the shots in, and whether there's a fortunate ammo rack coming from elsewhere. But let's hope that's not going to come in the way of MFG, because they're now leading by hit points. Certainly not the time to have an ammo rack here. But Bowen's now dead. Now 6 versus 5. MFG has the hit point pool advantage and a numerical advantage. I don't know. It's going back and forth. Tim down to 1 shot. And it's going to be killed by Kakao. Now 4 versus 4. Kenny Otsu down to 1 shot. And it's killed by Dictator. That Team 100 LT could be really important. Penselton now struggling to hold on to 2 tanks here. Can the 2 other tanks? I don't know. I think Immortals will not win the first match here. MFG looking to get Sultan and also Kakao out of the way. Val Liquid trying to support Sultan. Chilaxa will kill Sultan now. It's going to be advantage to MFG. MFG really looking strong so far. To my surprise, a pleasant surprise nonetheless. Kakao now dead, and it's going to be 3 versus 1 Val Liquid, down to 1,000 hit points, and MFG really showing that they are a team not to be underestimated, and really at your own peril if you do that. Val Liquid hopeless really, unless there is something, there is a miracle happening, but that bounce further cemented, put a nail in his coffin, I have to say. And really, MFG, really great first game. Really love their positioning and their movement, and I thought they should have been a little bit more clinical in the northwestern corner, but that didn't really hurt their chances in the end. Immortals, a bit questionable with their positioning, but in the end, MFG prevailed. 4 times doing more than 2k. Immortals also 4 times doing more than 2k. This is top-notch stuff. Well done to MFG. Great first win there. We see. And let's see about APA versus Sparta. And they're still playing. So at least it's not a 3-0 victory for either team. But there we go. And stop guessing now, please. So here we are seeing MFG going for triple IS7s, double 50Bs, double 62Ps, Immortals, double 62Ps, double M60Os, a T100 LT, no, double T100 LT, and AMX50B. Immortals do be going for the mobility this time. MFG, the double 50Bs, let's see if it's going to work for them. But this is such an open map. The turret could be letting them down, but you will never know. As we saw before Sparta, that F50B bounced so many shells coming from different angles. That 50B turret armor might not be the best, could be quite painful at times, but it's quite trolly. Let's see. But this one, going up high, MFG, red team with Immortals, blue team, going northwestern corner, and also MFG. So this is pretty much the same as last match, but will MFG have a better strategy than Immortals on North Sport? We'll find out soon, and it seems Upo will get B first, and that will bring Immortals the cap lead they need. I don't think they have got a lot of cap lead so far this tonight, and let's see if they can replicate the magic, the crossfires out and the 50Bs. And the IS7s, and this is not a good start for MFG at all. Exactly what MFG did in the last game onto the northwestern corner this time, but this time Immortals are not getting very aggressive. So this is the main difference here. Immortals just staying back, staying put. They don't have they have the cap lead. They don't have to do much, but not being aggressive meant that MFG might have some more breathing space than Immortals last match, and this could be the difference here. And there we go. MFG, red team. We're looking at Chilaxa. Oh, Upo sneaking into C without getting spotted. And Chilaxa won't be able to reset C. Can't spot Upo, and Upo's not capturing on the left side. Why would you want to cap on the left side though? But you don't know. They haven't spotted anyone near the spawn, so you can have arguments for both sides, to be honest with you. But MFG, the 50Bs and the IS7s have quietly got a bit aggressive and trying to push the line forward, trying to hold Immortals in the pocket here. Oh, status losing a lot of hit points, crossing. This is not good. MFG has more than 1,000 hit points of advantage, and this can go in the way of Immortals. I don't know, MFG. They just need a good push anyway, but MFG doesn't want to lose any more hit points. Oh, big shot from Kakalo. That kind of advantage MFG had is neutralized. Still, is Immortals to go 100 more cap points before MFG has to absolutely make a push, and 10 cap points for 2 seconds. Really, we're really talking about 20 seconds left to go for MFG. So really, they have to start moving now. They have to start making a push now. Immortals have 2 caps compared to MFG with only 1. MFG push down the middle, will be exposed to the crossfire of Immortals. Can they do it? Let's follow Dictator right now, but Fim taking a lot of hits, Chilaxa also taking a lot of hits. This push will either work very well, this risk they taken at the start will do very well or not. With Finn now down, Ricardo's going to go down, but they are sending so many tanks, 5 tanks onto 1, and they lost another tank. Immortals crossfire coming through, and that is all they need to do. Immortals, they lost B as well, but if they can kill Domi off, it could be enough. It could be just enough. Just 1 kill away, and they got it. Immortals got another win, and that meant that it's now 1-1. MFG that pushed down the middle and sending so many tanks on just 1 tank meant that Immortals just need to stay calm, get their crossfire working properly, and that's exactly what they did. And MFG, that was not the push that I think would have worked for them. They were rushing out in the open under the crossfire Immortals, but hey, what can you do in this situation? Really, Immortals 2 cap points, 2 caps in hand, put a lot of pressure on the MFG, and MFG really didn't have a lot of time to figure out how to make that push work. And Immortals well done, much better match than the last one. 1-1 it is. Now we are going to Faust. And Sparta versus APA still playing. This is getting really tight. You have to hang on. And there we go. MFG versus Immortals now. MFG, Faust. They're going for triple 60 TPs, an I7, a T100 LT, double M6Os, with Immortals going for triple I7, double 60 TPs, triple 60 TPs in the end. Wow, what can I say? Faust, we are in for another exciting match. There we go. Let's go. MFG versus Immortals first team. We are now onto Faust. And who will get another win here? MFG. It's a big underdog, and they have shown they can do it. Can they take it in this one? Immortals, the favorites here on paper, but they've shown they are not invincible. They can. They can lose matches, so that's what I want to say. But anyway, Immortals going mostly to, well, they spread out a bit, but mostly to the northwestern corner. But I don't know what's going on with these two teams. It seems that both of them know exactly where they're going. And I think it's the second time they're going to the exact same region. But that is really not because they are telepathic. That is because you have only two ways to go, and it's like a 50% chance that, well, not really, maybe 25% chance that you will meet one another. So actually not that remote of a chance, to be honest with you. And looking at Yupo, oh, Dictator, great shot to Yupo. Yupo could get a nod shot from Dictator. That's the case. Oh, really, Dictator really winning that fight here. 1 versus 2. That can be very positive if MFG is winning with that numerical advantage, although the double M6Os have rotated supports and Dictator, so that Dictator can run away, and Immortals are going to rotate, potentially maybe leaving the Chong crew to defend A. But we are seeing Immortals still very held back. Are they lining up for a push? But all 3 tanks spotted for MFG here. Immortals, can he reset Domi? I don't know. But at least that means Immortals will need to do something on D, because they have a numerical advantage and you have to make use of that. Baoan coming in to support Patrol crew, but I don't think that will help at all, because that's still a long way to support Patrol crew. So in fact, Baoan's going to support Yupo in getting B. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, it takes a great reset shot to Yupo. MFG really getting the hit point pool advantage, but that's not going to last for long. Potentially, Immortals pressing onto this line here. MFG holding as much as they could. They're doing a decent job here, but Dictator could get himself isolated. The Tom crew. Oh no, it's a bouncer to Dictator. That is crucial. Dictator really doing a really good job here tonight on Faust. And Yupo is the first tank down instead. A big round from Patrol crew. Oh no, it's another bounce from Patrol crew. Oh no, Patrol crew. 2 bounces. Dictator could have been out at this point. But oh my goodness me, the bounces really is costing Immortals the game. MFG being a lot more clinical and effective with their shots. So this could be the difference here. And actually, a Chong crew got killed. Domi Dictator is still surviving. Oh my goodness me, Immortals. But this is probably the match, the nightmare they're not hoping for. This is actually a big nightmare performance for them. I really hope they can forget about this, because oh wow, if they could get those shots in, I wonder how differently this match could have panned out. MFG staying put, conserving their hit points really well, and really what Immortals is doing. This is going to be MFG's match, making it to a 2-1 for MFG, and they're on a tiebreak at the end of the match point. They are very close to securing a spot in the Money Blaster final in a very tough group. No one would have seen that coming, and wow, Liquid killed. Wow, MFG, really great performance here. This is really good stuff. Well done to MFG. 2-1 now it is. Not sure what Victor is mentioning. I see Tom's message has been deleted. I suppose Victor is referring to that comment earlier. So I hope I didn't make any unintentional remarks that might come across as controversial. But MFG 5 tanks to 2k, Immortals 2 tanks to 2k. MFG really capitalizing on the Immortals' nightmarish performance there. Certain Patron crew would have killed that T100 LT at that point. Those two bounces hopefully will not tilt him. And he has been switched out. He has been switched out. I believe he is not having any of that. And Sparta versus APA. Sparta is through, APA is out. Upset here. Sparta 3-2. Well done to Sparta. Really well done. APA, I think they were pretty much they have really good odds coming into this tournament, and they've been knocked out. I was predicting them to finish first because they were a very competent team, but I'm not sure what happened there. But in the end, they were in a tough group. They got knocked out by Sparta. But I think they've done themselves justice in any way. It was a tough group to get knocked out from. It was not a group that was like there were like no two upsets, but APA knocked out was a huge upset, and Sparta should be really delighted about that performance here. But I feel really sorry for APA. But I really hope they can come back better from this. And now we are now on to MFG and Immortals back. Immortals have to forget that nightmarish performance and get another win. Either way, this could go really well for MFG or Immortals should any of them should Immortals win another one, because at least they have 4 match wins. They have at least 5 match wins in the bag already. That will bode them well in the tiebreak situation. And Monstercat receives some hits. This time, Immortals starting better. They've traded better, but that is not a conclusive statement. That is not conclusive yet. Immortals hasn't won that. They had a good start, but that was just a tiny advantage. That was not a decisive one indeed. But they have to make sure Immortals don't drop even more hit points. MFG did a good shot to Upo, meaning the hit points is still really close. So there is still hope for MFG, and they're trying to get A, so that means Immortals need to make a rotation. And we know Immortals are no stranger to rotation, so can they make it work? But they are constantly putting themselves in a tight situation, under pressure. But they thrive from that. So, but I also say they have trained a lot on that as well. So this is really good to watch, and I think that separates good teams and not the average teams. so that they can rotate. They can win in a disadvantaged situation. But anyway, MFG, can they reset A? Status going for A at the moment. Dictator. Now, looking to land the entire clip. First shell to the pan. Status as well. All received with hit from Foul Liquid here. Great shell. Foul Liquid now on the drum reload. So this is great stuff from Immortals. Trading a bit better here now. MFG in trouble. They do not have the map control. Immortals dominating almost half of the map now. A will be captured by Immortals. I'm not sure if Immortals is going to continue to press MFG because they can do it. They have the map control, or are they going to stay back and allow MFG to kind of push onto A? But they have the double 50Bs. They can do a lot of stuff with those tanks, but they are hesitating. If they keep on hesitating, Val Liquid and Status will farm those hit points out of them, and they really cannot utilize the double clipper potential there. And they will be joined by a Finn. So that means now 3 tanks here, and Immortals could rush theoretically with the advantage they have. Or they're going to put 4 tanks here now. Status is going to run away. Going to divert. They're going to rotate out of this, and there is also Val Liquid running away from A. Exactly, I think Immortals is predicting MFG to get A, and they're going for past B. They are now looking to make a push onto C now. Immortals, I think this could work really well for them. They have a solid put advantage. Dictator down to a 1-shot now. MFG is going to get A, but Immortals at the same time try to get C. Immortals, but they can't mess this up really. Keniotsu is trying to put a great shot into Domi. Domi receives there is a miss right here, but MFG, this is really their only shot here. Dictator is now dead. Can they kill off Status quickly? There are 2 tanks here. It's got advantage for them at this moment, but Immortals now really trying to go to the backside. I think we are seeing a lot of HE shell coming there. So well, Status is now killed with 6 versus 6. With Immortals looking very dominant now, and Keniotsu looking to put that shot, I don't know, into Chilaxo. Is going to be Bao Wang getting a kill. C is going to be captured by MFG, I suppose. Now Immortals doing really well at the with this rotation, and great strategy. Really getting out of A, then converging near C. That means MFG has to divert 4 tanks from A, and there are only 3 tanks that are near C. That really takes a lot of time for MFG to rotate, and Immortals, great stuff there. And Tim down to 1-shot potentially now. It's really close. Immortals 2-1 again, 2-2 against MFG. Advantage to both teams, I would say now. Match point for both teams. Either team is in a really good position to get a chance. If they finish tonight, they have a good chance in finishing in the securing a spot in the last in the Money Blaster final. 4 tanks doing more than 2k for Immortals, 1 tank doing more than 2k for MFG. We're now onto Yukon here. Well, I'm back. I thought there was someone knocking at my door, but anyway, yeah, this whole group is really intense. Sparta is now all watching this stream right now to see which team they're going to meet next. It's going to be either MFG or Immortals. They're going to study both teams and see their weakness here. So Immortals really forgot about that nightmarish performance on the first match on Faust. Coming into Unicorn, they now should have the confidence here. MFG, I think they have done everything they could. They have done themselves proud. I hope they can do the same against Sparta here. But either way, if we are seeing another tiebreaker again, I do believe, I think one of them will be safe to go to Money Blaster final. So we will see 2 out of 6 third place teams could only qualify. MFG against Immortals now. Right, I once went camping, it was intense. I don't know, that was I don't know what that joke was, but that was tiebreaker match. 2-2 so far. Double check the scoreline. I forgot to assign another point to Immortals. That will change very quickly. And heading up high now. Immortals blue team from the south spawned. And red team MFG from the north spawn. They're going to get B and Immortals will get C. And Bow 1 might get D and A as well. But MFG will get D more quickly than Immortals getting A. So cap points will be in favor of MFG now. Again, I'm not sure this is the. I'm not sure how, the nth time Immortals is under a cap point deficit, but surely they thrive on that. I'm really good. This is at least good to know because at least they know what to do. I know I've been saying this a lot of times. I know I'm sounding like your granny, but it is what it is. What else can I say in this situation? What will Immortals do in this situation? But they're actually really not allowing not allowing anything easy. You might say they should push Dictator, but remember it's light tank. It can get away really quickly. And then you have Timber and Fim, which if they push them, Yellow and Lucy Canada, also these two M6 Yos will immediately follow through. So either way, Immortals will have a hard time. They need to figure out how to push. The best thing to do, have the tempo really slow, try to go bit by bit, chip the hitpoints bit by bit, so that they have a solid hit point advantage and they will probably get a win. I mean, also they won't want to get B as well. Exactly where the 60 TPs are looking at, and Tim and also Tim looking at that area as well, but there is a rock there. I mean, well, either way, Immortals need to be very decisive with this one. They can temporarily reset B. That is I think that's probably what they might go for, but they don't know where MFG tanks are positioned, so they don't know if it's the best idea, but one that's probably worth doing. If we are seeing from the spectator view, this is exactly what Immortals could do. I think the best way out, because you have this area left side of B, which is well shielded from the crossfire of MFG, and they can really, I mean, it's just only like 10 and 15 cap points of deficit, so really a few seconds going into B to get a stop might be enough, but we're talking about 6 cap points of increase for both teams, so that's 2 seconds of increase. So we're just only 100 cap points more to go. So Immortals have to make a move in around 30 seconds. Just only 30 seconds. They need to figure out how to rotate these 30 seconds. As I said, the Dictator just runs away really quickly, and now the line has been pushed back. But MFG is going to push the line forward near to the Immortals spawn. That could be a bad move. That means now B is a bit exposed. And Immortals, this is all or nothing. MFG, oh, it's a miss from Keniotsu, but Immortals have to hurry up now. There is not a lot of time left. They need to get a kill away. Can they get a kill? Well, we're going into 900 cap points soon, and MFG just need to stay alive. All they need to do is stay alive, and they should win. Or maybe not. We'll see what's going on. Upo going for mouse at B. MFG going to get a cap stop. Yellow could isolate himself though. And now it's going to be Immortals with a cap lead because of the cap stop on B. And they got B. Important. Oh my god! Lucy Cat got ammo racked. Oh my god. MFG. No words, really, no words. That was really, really unfortunate, happening at the worst moment possible. MFG got an armor rack with that IS-7. Really, that really swung. It was really close. I mean, Immortals are really approaching to the victory, but that sped up the procedures. Very sorry for MFG here. Really hugely undeserved ammo rack there. Not the time to, you know, to despair. They have to pick themselves back up. Lower bracket final, MFG for the Sparta. Exciting, exciting stuff. Wow. Okay, let's see the results of other clans now. Cash, despite barely losing to Noob 2-3, they lost to this 1-3. This is very unexpected. Really sorry for Cash here. We know Sparta is through APA knocked out. It's SYS knocked out, so congratulations to Till here. Group 4, Zero's knocked out as expected. Serenity versus Alliance, that was really close for Serenity here. 3-2. Hopefully, they need to get themselves back up. Retty beat IMM0R 3-2. That was also really close. Demo knocked out Ascend as expected, and we are seeing ASP knocking out Whelp. So really, at this point, if either MFG and Sparta wins 2 matches here, I think they are through to the Money Blaster final either way. So I do really want to see both of them in the Money Blaster final because these 2 teams are really good teams. Really love to see them. MFG really surprised me in a good way. But that ammo rack at the end was all the wrong things you could imagine. The worst case scenario. They are doing so well at that point. Really, the RNG say no. What more can you do about that? You really can't do much to. I'm afraid. Ghost Factory now focus on this one. They cannot live in the past now. Sparta, amazing win against APA. Can they do that again on MFG? At least if they get the 2nd place, they will secure a spot in the Money Blaster final. And let's see, double mouse for Nopad and Flybus, Chiapo, AMX50B, Charlie, T100 LT, Triple I7 by Artbot and Dreamer Born and Stain, MFG, Triple I7 by Dobby Jackson, FIM, not quadruple, alongside with Tim, Double 6TB by Lucy Cat and Yellow, with Dictator in the T100 LT. I'm not sure if the delay has caught up yet and see that really terrible scene unfolding at the eyes of the viewers, but I'm really sorry about that. The rewards are better passes, I believe. The giveaway has ended, I'm afraid. So hopefully you stay on and watch the really good matches for both teams. So 10 more seconds to go. Ghost Factory, a new map, uncharted territory pretty much for now, has been released for a couple of months, so they know exactly the spots and the approach they're going for. Let's say both teams really relishing this chance to go further forward. It has caught up. And the Sparta red team from the south spawn going mostly to B, I believe. And MFG blue team from the north spawn probably looking for C here. They're going to knock down these doors and open the gateway to this fight inside the factory. I can't go spectator mode because I would just hop back out and it will look very chunky. Unfortunately, we are stuck with player mode. Yeah, bounce from no pen, but double bounce. MFG, can they do it? Can they deal with the double bounce? We're ready. Hippos are dropping left, right, and center. The Hippos are now in favor of MFG, but Domi's getting focused here. Looking at Domi's side, Sparta's really hunkering down at this point, but this is a high ground advantage for Sparta. And we lost coverage temporarily. So we look at the 1 vs 1. Can Dictator kill off Chinese scene? And they did it. And Chiapo looking to get Dictator as well. Now more action happening around here. MFG steadily winning the fight near the factory. They need him all of the way, however. Flypass is going to be killed. It's going to be a 4 vs 5. And Chiapo will have a really tough time because Dictator was just going to run around in circles. And it's going to be a 3 vs 4 here. They don't have the numerical advantage, and Dictator is going to hold there as long as he could. And I think the MFG will have the first one if without any doubt at all. Stain. Great shot to Fim. Great shot to Stain by Fim. And I think MFG is going to focus on Stain now, but Yellow's blocking Lucy's shot, however. Stain down to 1 shot. It's a bounce onto Fim. But Vivon is going to... more bounces happening. Sparta, those bounces really is costing them the game. But look at how long Dictator has taken to dance with Chiapo. That's a really long time. Enough for MFG to dominate the factory region, and now definitely MFG will win this one. Well done to Dictator. MFG and Dictator just no. Chiapo just no. I can't do it. No, you guys win. He's really giving up. Hopefully, Sparta will come back in the next one, and there we go. Two tags 0.2k for Sparta, 5 tags 0.2k for MFG. They are picking themselves back up. The first match win goes to MFG. Well done to MFG. Going to be close again, and we all live for it. And wow. Oh no. Oh well. And then now we're going to the second match on Ghost Factory. do we have more restarts coming through? I think we know all the the lower bracket first round procedures. Yep. Oh, Vale got knocked down to the 3rd place. Or is it not? I think so. It got knocked down to the 3rd place. But that is because LOCA won against them. I'm not sure what happened there. So there we go. Sparta versus MFG. Sparta going back to quadruple XTP, dropping a mouse but staying still in the mouse. IS7 by Chiappo, Charlie Scene, back in the T100 I would say. MFG looking strong once again, double 62Ps, a concept 1B, triple IS7 and a T100 LT. Right, let's see what's going on. Oh, fancy. That was fancy. That was some purple buildings. Anyway, T100 LT. I don't know. Demonstrate's going for B. Trying to capture me. Well, that means MFG will have the cap advantage. Ooh. No pen. Looking for that shot onto Finn. Been pulled out just in time. And Chiappo was the first one to take a hit. And C. Oh. Yeah, Finn just got out of B. So that means Sparta will get C. And then we'll get a cap lead and the Born. Very aggressive now. Ah, a bounce. Oh no, the bounces really. It's going to hurt their chances if it continues like that. But they actually splash onto Fib, I presume. Once again, it's another 1v1. Charlie's Scene and Dictator. We're going to follow that for now, or maybe not, because there is a push coming here from Sparta onto Fib. This could go really well, I have to say, but the hit points are still in favor of MFG, so you can't really say anything, because now MFG is supporting Fib. This could go really wrong. Lucy Cats could be the focus for Sparta. Great shots into there. Great focus fire for Sparta now. 3 versus 4, and Sparta's going to, MFG is going to send a lot of tanks to deal with this situation, and that could be an advantage to Sparta, I have to say. ARWV is now dead. No pen, big shot to Fib, and it's going to be taken out. Sparta looking for Chilexa next. This focus fire from Sparta is really strong, but it's going to be enough for them to go through. The Bond is now a one-shot. This has descended into Entropy. Big shot to Yellow here. Now Chiappo. Now the Bond is now dead. Chiappo looking at Yellow here. Yellow is a one-shot now. Great job from Sparta. 4 versus 4 right now. But Charlie Scene is dead again. 1 versus 1. Dictator won that battle. It's not going to matter though, because this time Sparta is going to win this side. But if they can kill another tank, you'll never know. That T100 LT could do absolutely amazing stuff. But again, Charlie Scene's not happy losing that 1 versus 1 fight again. But Sparta lost another tank. 3 versus 2. Team's still really healthy, and flypast now very low. But the cap points are in favor of Sparta, but they could lose C because Dictator is going for C. But they can absolutely go for D mixed, but they have 3 really slow tanks from Sparta, with MFG getting C again. I think all Sparta needs to do, get either C or D and defend these 2 caps, and they should be fine. I think they have enough time to go for that. But as well, Flybus is pretty much a 2-shot, so absolutely Dictator can kill Flybus. So they're going to let No Pen to go for D instead. Are they quick enough to do so? There is still time. I think they will have enough time to get another cap. They will go for D, and they will get D, and really staying. And Flybus will be sweating profusely. Why is the chat turning into dad jokes chat? I mean, you won't get battle passes for making the best dad jokes. I hope they are not cringe. But the Tater, really looking for that cap. He will be captured as well. I think really no chance for MFG to make a comeback now unless MORAC. We don't want to see that happening again. And yeah, I think Sparta will get us one, ranking it to 1-1. Well done. And Dictator, great shot into Nopan. Oh, a kill will be good. A kill could do, but it won't be the case. Dictator got killed by Nopan, and it will be Sparta bringing it to 1-1. Either team is in a good spot to qualify, and if both of them win another one match, I think they will be safe in the Money Blaster final. Sparta 4 tanks doing more than 2k, MFG 3 tanks doing more than 2k, and we are now back onto Middleburg. We're now on Middleburg. New map, new strategy, new faces. Basically, 1-1. Let's see. I don't know. I got confused for a bit because it looks like LOCA and ASP ended. I don't know. I think ASP has knocked Veil out. Is it? Oh, I forgot to update the score. I apologize for that. Thank you for notifying me. Well, I should be correct now. Oh yeah, ASP knocked out Veil 3-0. So that was reverse sweep. The Turks are through. So that's really good. They knocked out Phoenix 3-2 again, and Demo and Phoenix are still playing. Potentially, Demo could secure a spot if it's a tiebreaker. Retty, as expected, will be through. Well done to Retty here. And that was kind of an initial scare, I have to say. But they pulled through and they will qualify. I thought it could have gone a lot worse for Retty. It could have been a terrible night for them, but they were through. Come on. Gosh. Hi Bao, how are you doing? It's now Sparta versus MFG. Sparta red team from the north with MFG from the south. Let's see what's going to happen. With Charlie Scene maybe looking for a spot somewhere. And Sparta. Church Yapple. Well, it seems Sparta's trying to get A, but it doesn't seem to be successful at the moment. B will be captured with Fim. Nope, Fim will put a shot into Stain. So that means MFG hasn't lost any hit points, but already Sparta's lost some hit points, and most of the action happens around the city side. That's not common, I have to say. Most of the action happens around C, but this time it's on B and on the city side. Once again, Charlie C. One versus one against the Tater. Will the Tater prevail once again? So far, the Tater has won 2 1 versus 1 matches, and Charlie C. would not be happy if the Tater wins again. Charlie C. would try his luck. But Sparta has lost quite a few hit points. Not really nice at all. They lost so many hit points now. This is not looking good for them. Sparta has is now down by more than 1,000 hit points of disadvantage, and now Sparta trying to make a push near this area, but I don't know. This could get a bit half-hearted. I don't think they can really commit to that. There are a lot more tanks near this area, but well, we're seeing Dictator. Maybe free ring for Dictator on C. Could potentially farm whoever's trying to cross. I think that could be the case. And try scene with Sparta losing more and more hit points, but also MFG losing hit points as well. And I think it could go. I think MFG has it. C is captured, and Sparta looking for Domi now. Big shots will be coming in. Big shots of fire. That could be important. But Stay is now killed in a mouse. Ooh, that kill on the mouse might be enough. Chicey trying to get C. The Dictator has rotated to support the teammates. A focus fire needs to come through for Sparta here now. Chilaxa showing the sides. I think this is the next focus for Sparta. Hit points still in huge favor of MFG now. Finn is now dead. 6 versus 5. I think Sparta could make a comeback here. But Sparta has killed... MFG has killed 2 mouses. But still have a hit point full advantage, so that could be good news for them though. So now ARWV looking for Tim. Great shot there, but 5 versus 4. Can Sparta make use of their hit point, the gun advantage and win? ARWV is now dead. This is looking unlikely though. But the hit points are now close again. Vibars is going to go down to... okay, so it's now 2 versus 3. Lucy Cat is now down. 2 still relatively healthy tanks here. Can they do it? Sparta has 2 caps compared to MFG with only 1. Yellow is trying to get A. Dictator, no, Chiappa going for B. I think Charlie Scene is trying to run around in circles with Tim. Exactly what Charlie Scene might want to go for, but at the same time, Dictator, the nightmare has come. Tim could land a killing shell onto Charlie Scene now. It will be the case. Chiappa absolutely needs to kill Dictator. Can he do it? But Tim is almost reloaded, and B is now out in the open. I don't know if Chiappa could do this one. Sparta has 2 caps. Yellow, oh, I think Chiappa might want to. I don't know. I don't know. If Dictator is killed, Sparta will get this one. Probably. Probably. Oh no, it's a miss. Surely MFG has this now in the bag. I don't know. Chiappa, absolutely 1 kill would be enough. I don't think they have enough time. MFG 2-1. Wow, what a match it was. Sparta has tried their best in making it close. It was really close in the end. They prioritized their targets really well in the late game stages, but they lost so many hit points at the beginning, which proved costly in the end. MFG prevailing. That was a scare. But they're now on the match point. Hopefully, we are back to another tiebreaker. That means I think they are safe. So 2-1 to MFG now. Wow. No, Richo, probably not. I'm very sure PB is from the UK because Walker's is only is a unique brand name in the UK. You have Lace in other countries. I suppose Australia has a different name as well. I don't know. I think that has changed. I have to double check whether that has changed. That it will worry me if it hasn't changed still. So Sparta quadruple IS7 double 60p at 100B MFG, triple S62Ps at T100 LT, and then 60 VK and an IS7. Ah, glad you like this song later. Not sure what song was playing at that time. But you can tag me for the timestamp after the stream, potentially. Wow. What a night it was! So many tiebreakers tonight. What could go better than that? Really, I think so far all matches in this room have ended in a tiebreaker. But we will see if Sparta is going to win another match or will MFG prevail. But so far so good for MFG 2-1. Oh, I forgot to. The logo is missing. Right, it should appear now. Hopefully. Not grand final. Yeah, it's appeared. But now I should read another thing. I'll fix the lower third later on. It's not grand final, it's just lower bracket final. Let's see about this. ARWV and Charlie C going up. A is now captured. At this time, as expected, the action is happening around C. And we'll see about this one. Exciting, exciting. Lucy Cat, very interesting position here. Really using the rocks to his advantage, but potentially, oh, the bone's not there. Eventually, you will have someone there to put shots into Lucy Cat, but at the same time, MFG will be guarding that area, so you can't go there. So Lucy Cat at least is safe for now. Hit points are in favor of Sparta in MFG once again, and the cap points are in favor of MFG. So really, MFG aims to a game to lose, unless Sparta is able to get B. That means, and they don't have a light tank though. Charlie Scene has changed to an IS-7. They have dropped that T100 LT. Is this going to be worthwhile? Potentially, yeah, because it seems Dictator is just being the better light tank player here, and he's still playing that light tank, and he's done a tremendous job in the light tank so far tonight. Well, yeah, Sparta already going for AB push, staying still holding there, trying his luck, but couldn't hit anything. And Sparta sneakily rotated to the city side, but we could see disaster striking at any point. MFG going for C, and because they probably sense that Sparta is going for B here, and they haven't spoiled a lot of tanks, or maybe they're just extending their leading caps. But this is really not looking good for Sparta at the moment. They are now losing C as well. If they cap A, that will pretty much allow MFG to push these three tanks. Can these three tanks hold there long enough? Sparta in deep trouble. Double tap. One miss. Two misses. MFG really praying that they could get this to work. But staying in his co is really trying their best to stay alive as long as they could. At first, they will focus Tim now. Focus fire is going to matters the most here. And Sting gets absolutely wrecked. But it will be Tim getting killed first. Hit was there in favor of Sparta. And Sting great shot to Dictator again. Dictator next. Great focus here. Great priority. They absolutely need to get the light tank out of the way. And it will be the case. It's 6 versus 5. Sparta now leading hit points, and they don't want to have an ammo rack coming somewhere, and I hope they won't, because now Chiappo brace shot into yellow. Yellow down very low. Charlie is now dead in the IS-7, and then brace shot to Chiappo. It will be yellow getting killed by ARWV caps. I don't know why they're saying caps. They have 2 caps already. 3 tanks down, 4 versus 4. This is really close. But Sparta, the focus fire was immaculate. Immaculate. Really huge. Well done to Sparta here. 3 versus 3. They have an extra tank. They can send that tank to capture C. 3 versus 3. They can absolutely do this. They need to do this one now to focus on Lucy Cat. Nopan turning the turret to get Lucy Cat. Oh no! He can't get a shot in before he is killed. The focus now on Freeborn, I think. Getting C might backfire, but maybe not, because only 50 more cap points to go. Sparta, I think this win will pretty much see both teams through to the Money Blaster final. And Sparta, wow, what a game it was again. Both teams, it's another tiebreaker. All matches so far have ended in a tiebreaker. What more can I say? Sparta 2 tanks doing more than 2k. MFG 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Oh yeah, I remember your video. But wow, Sparta, absolutely. They impressed me a lot this time. Definitely dropping the T100 LT definitely worked in favor of them. I think they will keep on using that, or maybe not, because Flyboss is going to be the light tank player this time. And Dictator remaining in that T100 LT, but I believe the downfall is that the light tank went with the heavies and didn't really go somewhere, separate himself into somewhere else to kind of flank around, because that allows Sparta to kind of focus that tank down very quickly. And if I can quickly just transfer this code to the other side, and I would and that will work. And hopefully that would I would be able to do so before I hope that won't crash before the match starts, and hopefully that will show correct bottom third. There we go. Oh, levitate. Nice. Nice to see. I think you share some dead probably. There we go, Sparta. Double E100. No pen this time being the light type player. Trying to see. It's like, no, I won't play that light tank again. No, don't ask me to play that light tank again. But I would have to say, safely say, these two clans, I do think both of them are through to the Bloody Blaster final. It's another tiebreaker, Winter, Manin, Novka. Wow. Can Sparta go through? It will be heartbreaking for MFG, but at least MFG will be in a safe, will be in a really good position to qualify. But there we go. No pen and the T100 LT. Going here. Who will win? Who will prevail? The Tater or no pen? We'll find out soon. The Tater's I can't see anything. I'm going to run. I don't feel safe here. My ball is spotted on the way out, so that's a good thing. I don't know. But and also my game is a bit laggy. Hopefully it's going back to 60 soon. Bim. They spotted. And so far none of them have. Oh, Sparta's trying to get a. MFG is playing this really passively. A bit worried because they will lose the map control, but at the same time C is wide open. They can really roam that area and get that map control back. But as I have to say, Sparta's in a decent position now. Stain got A. Oh, oh my lord, that was a blind shot. Stain doesn't know that, but that blind shot. I think Stain will be celebrating when he sees Dictator losing some hit points already. I presume he can't lose hit points by fall damage, right? So big shot to Fim. Sparta trading better this time. I'm actually a bit careless with Fim. Dictator is just really unfortunate there. Fim losing more hit points. I think the stars are aligned for Sparta to qualify here. Big shot to Dom. I think MFG got a little bit too rushed here. They haven't read the entire situation perfectly. They're trying to get B, but they have lost so many hit points now, down by more than 4,000 hit points. Sparta really, it's really their game to lose, I have to say. They can't really mess this up. I mean, even if MFG gets B, because yeah, they will have 2 caps, but how many hit points have they lost already now? Domi down to 2 shots. Sparta should feel very confident. I mean, MFG can't even get B, and they're stuck in a really terrible position. Sparta, they hopefully they will preserve enough hit points. MFG, hopefully they won't be making a comeback here, unless MFG got a fortunate ammo rack somewhere. B will be captured by yellow potentially, and but the Bond really making sure B won't be captured, but that was a missed shell, so MFG will get B. But that could be a bit too late though, because Sparta really whittling down hit points of MFG more and more, and that means now more than 7,000 hit points of advantage for Sparta. Really MFG, they have to do something now. They are stuck. They have 2 caps, but how long can they hold before Sparta is able to make a comeback? Cat is now down. MFG is in an even more dire situation. No pad is shot by Tim. Wow, Sparta feeling they could go through. Now, Chiappo. No, it's going to be Stain killing off Yellow, and the next time they're going for potentially will be Fim. But it doesn't really matter now. Focus fire doesn't matter. Sparta with more than 10,000, probably more than 10,000 was an advantage now. That is amazingly large. And MFG falling apart at the very last match. But that will matter. Oh, Kamikaze from from Chilaxon to no pan. But well done to Sparta. Dictator dead, Domi dead, Chilaxa last person standing, and they are also dead as well. Sparta are through. MFG, they are in a really good position. 7 match wins tonight, and I believe there is that only Demo has potentially could have done that many number of match wins. So I would have to say I think MFG is going to be through too. So well done to Sparta, really well done. MFG, well done to you as well. You've proven yourselves to be a really competent clan, and I really hope to see you back nice and strong in Money Blaster final. Well done to Sparta and MFG, both of you. Best as we say, Sparta, but I mean, I think both Sparta and MFG will be, both of them will stay. Can't tell you, both stay. Right, so Endgame versus Hate, 3-0 for Endgame, so no surprises there. Zajies versus Chai Raiders, they're still playing at the moment. Serenity versus First Alliance, they're still playing at the moment. Jones versus Reti. Jones has won 3-1 against Reti, so no surprises again. Turks, they're still playing against Phoenix, and LOCA against ASP, and it has gone 3-1 for LOCA. So at least we know LOCA, Jones, and Endgame are in the first place, but who will be in the first place for Group 3 and 4? We will be finding out soon. Hopefully, Serenity will prevail. You never know. First Alliance can surprise us in a surprising way. They've won Immortals second team 3-0 the second time round, so they are a decent team. Arshia say this tournament is taking too long, but that's because your matches have all the matches we are seeing today have gone to a tiebreaker. And let's see about Debo bowing out 0-3, lost to Phoenix 0-3. We can safely say MFG is through because they've won 7 matches. We will calculate in the end who is going to be the second team through. At least we can safely say, oh, T1L is also out. 2-3. They won 5. Demo also won 5. Really depends on. Oh, they won 7 in the second stage. How about Demo? Demo only won 6. So I believe Demo is out then. I believe. They only want 5, so I think Demo is out, and I think T1L is through. Can't be sure. But that looks like to be the case. We will calculate all of that in the end. But Immortals, triple IS7, triple 60TP and M60, Sparta double Concept 1B, double IS7, double 60TP, and Charlie Sane obviously back in the T100 LT. Because Dictator is not here, so you can play T100 LT without any trouble at all. Welcome back, Charlie Sane, the T100 LT. Hopefully you won't have another nightmare, at least. Immortals doesn't build a light tank, so that's all the difference here. I think they have played on this map before, and certainly Sparta has won against Win on the tiebreak, again on Port Bay as well. There we go, both Immortals and Sparta on Port Bay. Oh wow. I think Sparta is the most exhausted, the team that's the most exhausted, but either way, it won't really matter. I think both of them really looking to go through to the next round. That what matters the most. Going to the top 4 will be a huge bonus, but it would be really hard. At the very least, they will get more experience playing against the top teams. That's what matters the most. Really, I think this is pretty much a show match, because either team will face Endgame or LOCA. Oh, look at what Charlie Scene is trying to do here. Maybe some spots, but not spotting anything in the end. Are we seeing a boost? Oh, we're seeing a boost. Come on. Fly pass. Quick. Hurry up. Yes, there we go. Nopad is up here. Can Vabon go up? No, I don't think. I think that would be a bit too much. Nopad is spotted. Oh, no, Vabon is actually up as well. 2 tanks up. Oh my gosh, that's the power of a 60 TP. Big shot into Patron crew, however, but really giving up that corner could be costly, but at the very least Sparta is putting all the crossfire into Immortals. So far so good for Sparta here. Immortals really not starting well with Earl Cap. Don't think they can cap C because Vabon and Nopan there, but they have to be really careful not to go back way too much, because they will go down and can't go back up once again. They can't really rely on Fly Blast to boost them up, because I think the slope is a bit more steeper this time there. So, well, we'll see about Upo and that 60 TP. Big shot into Vabon though. And now 60 TP is a come up. No, I think Sparta will drop down, which will secure the perimeter, and Immortals will get C. A will be captured by Charlie C. The T100 LT could force Immortals to do something. They could push. Potentially they have a numerical advantage here, but I think they are just trying to be a bit safe here. Try and chip a bit more hippos away from Sparta. Now Immortals have chipped enough hippos away so that the hippos are now closed, but I don't know if they realize that, but maybe they sense that they have done something. And Immortals looking for a push onto Stain. Stain could be in deep trouble here. Ooh, tracked. Shot into status. Negative, says Bao1. Stain is going to put another shell into Patron crew. It will be the case. Ray shot there. Artward looking to make a counter push. Unknown side, Chiappa onto Bao1. This needs to happen. This needs to go, but I think the focus might be a bit off here, because Artward was looking at Bao1 at one point and can't even fire. Shot is a bounce as well. That delay could be costly, because now Immortals are going to push onto these Concept 1Bs. They're going to die soon. and Immortals might be looking to have a better focus by Ultimate Bond, and the Bond is now dead. Start is finally dead, but I think there was some miscommunication over this side, meaning that Immortals now leading by more than 1,000 hit points. However, Sparta has 2 caps, so that could be important. No Pen is now very low, trying to survive. Anonymous there. Chiappo trying to support No Pen. Stay great shot into Bao1. Only a 1-shot for Bao1. Patrol Crew 1-shot as well. Chiappo great shot to Kakalo, but No Pen is now killed. 5 versus 3. Really Immortals game to lose, but Bao1 is now dead. Patrol Crew is now 1-shot, potentially could go to a 4 versus 3. Sparta doing all they could to retain the hit point, the cap lead, but Immortals will get A soon. I don't know. I think Immortals is steadily making a comeback here. Is it going to be enough? Sparta will fire for Chiappo. That was really unfortunate. Sparta only around 180 cap points away here. That's around 72 seconds away. If we are looking at Immortals around 150 cap points away, but they have 10 cap points of increase, so that's around 50 seconds. I think Immortals might not be able to overtake, but that kill could be just enough. That kill could be enough. If they could kill Consultant, that could change things round again. Patron Crew still 1-shots. Really precious on Chiappo right now. Sultan. It's a kill on the Sultan. This is really close. 50 more capos away. So that's just around 20 seconds away. As for Immortals, they can kill Stain. This is going to be it. I think Immortals will win this one. Patron Crew, I can't throw this one away now. I think Immortals, once again, really close. Really close. But Immortals prevail with that cap and very important kills on Sparta. Sparta unable to get Patron Crew off the way. I would have gone the other way actually. Other side would have really pincered Patron Crew, and you might actually have a chance. Not gonna lie, Immortals, Yupo doing really huge numbers here. More than 5,000 damage done, but 4 tanks doing more than 2k. Sparta only 3 tanks doing more than 2k. My commentary is going to die down a little bit because it's getting really exhausting. 1-0 to Sparta, to Immortals. I have to change apologies, we've got to change the score line. 1-0 to, this is best of 5 still. Let me change this one. Brilliant. I'm glad you like Neoni's Levitate. That's one of the really good songs. I'm not sure why it's copyright free, because that really sounds like it's a expensively produced track. But they decided to make it copyright free, which is really good. I really like this song. One of the best tracks, no copyright free tracks of all time. Really nice. And Serenity versus First Alliance. Yes! Serenity 3-2 against First Alliance. First Alliance really close, but really huge congratulations to them. They've really mounted a challenge to Serenity, and I have to say, Serenity is not safe in qualification yet. They have Red Sea in that group. I think either Socrates and Charitas, that group will be very interesting to watch. Group 2, I believe. I'll be following that group. I have put my name down before that group. You will see again all the exciting matches. Sparta once again going back to Immortals. Yes, I've been flopping tonight with the scoreboard, but that will be changed in the second match now. Now it's showing up correctly. I have to say, this is showing up correctly now. I am really sorry about this one. Please don't dislike my stream because of this flop. I know I flop all the time. But yeah, let's see about this one. The Bond going to the Coastlax potentially. And hopefully we still have people watching. Really, thank you for more than 50 people watching at one point. And oh, Sultan, really interesting. Going into this ship, I think it's there to reset a. But Bond is there. Oh, it's a track shot. That was unfortunate, but a triple IS-7. Sultan is. I think he's certified. I don't think he will survive long there. I don't think even Immortals is able to provide support there. Sultan, goodbye, and Patrick will be looking for me. And if no, I don't think that's over yet. Patrick probably overestimated Immortals there. Immortals will be very smug. For that to happen, mouse is very low. For some reason, that IS-7 is still very helpful. Oh, they're ignoring the Sultan entirely. Oh, good choice. Patrol crew is more of a threat here. Maybe Arthur is going to do 1v1. There'll be 4 tanks or 1 tank, really. Or maybe not. I think this is now going pretty bad for Sparta at the moment. They singled out Sultan really nicely, but for some reason, that mouse play, that was a misplay, kind of inspired Immortals to support their team. And look what happened in the end. It was a total bedlam over this side, and Val Liquid. It's now down to 1 shot all about the focus fire right now. It will be killing off Val Liquid. Arshia looking to get Sultan. It seems Sultan is more of a threat than Sparta has thought. He usually underestimated the effectiveness of Sultan here. We can see the damage done by Sultan in the end. Probably very much a lot of damage. Arshia, big shot to Kakalo. And Upo tried to push Nopen down to the sea so that it would die. But I don't think Nopen is struggling. Oh no! My god. Sorry, I'm so sorry to laugh at that. Ash in the chat, please. This is really it's unfortunate. Jayapu, the last person standing, but gosh, gosh, let's see. I drowned. Oh, I'm so sorry to laugh at that, but that was so funny. 1-1 it is now for both teams. Immortals, what a move that was. But look at Bao, look at Sultan, so effective. More than 3k. Sparta should have killed that tank. And a fast start. They totally ignored that how well that tank could do. Should have sent at least 1 tank to deal with that. Would have worked a lot better for them, but what can I say? 2-0 for Immortals. I forgot Sparta did not win the first match. Oh wow. Oh, that was too funny. That was too funny. That was best of 5. Oh gosh. Hope that won't end 3-0 now. I want another tiebreaker. Please bring it to us. Immortals. Oh, this time going to take a 2-6-3. And we'll see potentially quadruple IS-7. Kaniotsu, T100 LT, XTP by Patron Crew, Upo, T63, and Sparta. Double 263 by Kaka. Oh, that's the sense. Immortals really, really playing for fun here. I'm not sure if they are playing for fun, but they are not taking that seriously. But the 263 could work. But that's a sense is a very interesting map. Very rugged on the desert side, so the 263 will be very ineffective going there. So I could only imagine the 263 will try to catch the tanks trying to go down the valley in the middle and try and go down to the middle side, try and get held down positions there. The 263 might be tasked to do that move to catch those tanks off guard. We will see what's going to happen. Wow. Sparta triple IS-7 60 TP 50B leopard 1 and M60. There we go. I'm about to say, oh no. So really, no, not. Oh, this is okay. They're not going. Oh, TDs. They're TDs. Oh. Oh wow. Well, let's see the TDs then. Nope, had took a lot of hits already. The 6-3s. Not as effective as I once thought. I thought it could have done a lot more. But at least they are getting some shots in. Not sure why Sparta persisted in really staying in that kind of valley there. So far, the trading game-wise, Immortals is on the advantage, but in terms of the positioning, I think Sparta has the advantage, while Liquid is now getting the focus and will be taken out. Next tank they will want to go for will be Pansauter 6-3, now coming into support, and they're trying to get Nopen out of the way. And they're trying to get Baoan out of the way as well. They need to get a focus fire in, but so far so good for Sparta. Hip was in favor of Sparta, but Archer is down to a one-shot. It's going to be a 6 versus 5 now. Sparta looking for Kakalo now. Stain is going for Baoan. It's going to be a 6 versus 4. Hip is now neck and neck. Actually, Kakalo is now dead. Arvon is going to make it about. Stain needs to get a shell into Baoan. It will be the case. And Chiapo in the 50p still full health. Outbard looking to get Bao out of the way. Very important kill here. Can he also come running around? Chiapo, the second shell will be going for. Oh, Uber now dead. Outbard also dead. 3 versus 3. Hip was still very close, but the ram maybe enough. Kaniotsu needs to land a shell into Babon. It will be the case, and we have to say Sparta almost got it. But I think they lost their focus fire while pushing, and I think that was a downfall. Immortals will be winning this one 3-0. This is not going to be a tiebreaker. Nicely done. GG's to both teams. Well done there. Wow. We are blessed for amazing, exciting matches tonight. It was a journey tonight, but I will have to say both teams. Oh. The turret is the assist. Got the assist in killing the M60 here, but wow. What a great finish to tonight's matches. All of them are really great to watch. Sparta have done what they could. They qualified to Money Blaster final, and I think we are up for exciting matches again. In the Money Blaster final, Immortals 4 tanks to more than 3k. Sparta, I think they have done what they could, but they need to do better than that in the Money Blaster final. 4 tanks to more than 2k, and that is it. That is going to be all you need to know about what happened tonight. I think this is the last match we're going to be seeing in the entire Money Blaster Open, and we have all the results. And yeah. I think we lost I think we lost a tournament in somewhere. Let me find it. Really weird. Okay, so we have all the results. Let's go through them one by one, shall we? No pen decayed fish. Underwater tanks are not involved yet. That's so unusual strat, not gonna lie. Great strat from the Immortals. Anyway, making use of this feature to deny a win from Sparta. And there we go. Let's look at the first match. Okay, so we will follow Cash. No, this. This has won 3-1 against Cash and lost to Hate 1-3. Hate, on the other hand, lost to Endgame twice, 0-3. Okay, look, going over to Group 2. We know APA was it's knocked out, and Sparta. By the way, it's actually the first time since 2020 that APA was not in the top 8 for the first not in the top 8. Okay, actually say not in the top 16, let alone top 8. Probably the first time. No, I mean 2019. No, I think it's the first time since 2019. I can't recall, but someone can double check with me on that. The first time since 2019 that APA didn't get a spot in top 16, let alone a top 8 spot. Top 8 spot that goes back to 2020 Twister season, where they didn't get top 8 in the end. So that was very surprising. I mean also APA was in the tough group tonight, but really MFG did really well tonight. So I'm very surprised about that. And then Group 3 we have E1L. Oh, Chai Raiders got first place, so well done to Chai Raiders. Oh, that was really close at the end. 3-1 against SYS, but lost to Chai Raiders 2-3. Well done to T1L as well. I think that would be enough. Qualify to I don't know, let's say 3-0 to Chai Raiders over ZGS, and they won. They lost to ZGS 3-0 the first time round. Group 4 we have come on. Group 4 we have Serenity beating First Alliance 3-2 twice, and we know Immortals first, that second team 3-1-0, and also lost to First Alliance 3-0. Okay, going over to Group 5. Group 5 we have Reti, really surprising all of us. Let's say that 3-2 to Mir, 3-1 to winners, 1-3 to Jones. So Jones against winners, 3-0 to them. It is. Okay, looking at Group 6. Group 6 we have Phoenix winning Turks in the end. That was surprising, I have to say. But Debo knocking out Ascend 3-0, lost to Phoenix 0-3. And so, Phoenix 3-2 against Turks. It was really close in the end. For the first time round, they lost to Turks 2-3. So again, another close match. Finally, Group 7. Group 7, we have Vale being knocked out. In place of ASP, where ASP won against Vale second time 3-0, 3-1, and lost to LOCA 1-3. Okay, so I think the bracket's been updated now. And we can see the all the final standings for tonight, and I will generate the graphs for the Money Blaster final. So for all the third places, we have this getting 4 wins, MFG 7 wins, T1L 5 wins. Group 4 we have Immortals second team 4 wins. Group 5 we have Winners 4 wins. Group 6 Demo 5 wins. Finally, we have Group 7 Vale with only 3 wins. So that means, until 5 wins here. So until did better than Limo in stage 2, and both of them has lost at least 1 game there. That means that Till will go through, and also MFG. I believe MFG is the first of all the third placing teams, so I believe they will be in Group 1. If I am right about Wargaming. And then I have to look at this and see about the final groupings. So if I'm correct, Endgame, Immortals vs Team ASP and MFG will be in Group 1. Let me just update that for now. Okay, Group 2. Chai Raiders 1, so Chai Raiders in Group 2, Serenity and Reti, and also I believe Phoenix didn't get second, so it was Turks. Ooh, that is actually really tense. Oh, that I think that is it. Oh my gosh, Group 2 is really the group of death here. So Chai Raiders, Serenity, Reti, and Turks are in Group 2. But that really means I should follow Group 2. Really close. Alright, so Group 4. We have Jones, expected. It's not Turks, it's Phoenix in Group 3. And then we have First Alliance, also in Group 3, but First Alliance has come really close to Serenity, so Jones can't underestimate them. And then finally we have ZGS wrapping up Group 3. And then Group 4 we have LOCA. And I think Hate is the second place. It's in second place. And then Sparta in this group as well. In Group 4. So it will be LOCA, Hate, Sparta, and T1L. If I'm right. But that is why Blitz Premier Cup schedule is the best. So you don't have too many games in one evening. Alright, so finally the draw. Well, what happened to APA? They were just in a really tough group. Well, I mean, MFG really stepped up their gear tonight, so they fairly deserve to be here tonight. If I'm right about the tiebreaker, MFG and T1L are the two third place tiebreakers. We saw MFG fighting really hard all the way until the end. I mean, they crumbled at the end, but they fought valiantly over the course of the tournament. So endgame against MFG will be the first. Okay, it will be against one another. And Immortals. Okay, let's actually sync with what we're seeing now. So it will be LOCA versus Till, Hate versus Sparta, or LOCA versus MFG. But I believe it will be LOCA versus Till. Group 5, we know Jones won against Retty. We're so close to the match, yeah. A bit surprised about Turks, but also this is the first time they have come back in a while, and I think it's a different lineup, or also compared to the summer season, and they also didn't participate in the Blitz Premier Cup, so they're building. They're not there yet, but I believe they will be back at one of the best clans in the EU server. Endgame versus MFG, Immortals best team against ASP. I will update the odds later, but that is some amazing stuff. Group 2 we have Chai Raiders versus Turks, Serenity versus Retty. Again, this Group 2 is going to be anyone really. I can say anyone can get that last spot. Group 3, Jones versus ZGS Phoenix against First Alliance. First Alliance show that I can be up against a big team, so Jones, they can't underestimate. Group 4, we know what happened there, but LOCA should not underestimate any teams there, not even Sparta. Sparta can be really good, as we've seen before. So once again, Wargaming will use the third place the number of match wins as a tiebreak. As it stands, MFG has the most number of match wins with the number 7, as we followed tonight, and then that goes to Till with 5 match wins, same as Devo, but Till won 7 matches compared to Devo's 6 in the Sage 2. Both of them have lost 1 game, so there is no excuse for Wargaming to opt for Demo, because both of them has at least lost 1 game in Stage 2. So it will be between MFG and Demo, MMG and T1L there. Apart from that, all of them have one less fewer than 5 matches tonight, and as the third place. So well done to everyone. I really hope to see you back very soon. As always, it's a Wildlands helper, but we are not going to end here yet because we have one more thing to do, and that is to announce the giveaway winners. And I have to see if we have names there already. And let me just yes, third place in win rate in the entire third stage. Doesn't matter because all of them will have the same number of potential matches played. Yeah, on the 14th. But according to what Wargaming has done, and for Asia and for APAC and NA server, I'll be very surprised if they opt for a different method. So as it stands, MFG and Till has the most number of game and match wins, so I assume both of them are through. I think Wargaming will announce both of them to be through. I'll be very shocked if that's not the case. So let's see if my moderators have. Well, we don't have enough. We don't have enough. We don't have enough entries this time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to announce the winners from the Asia server as well. The server stream. There are a lot more entries there, so I'm going to pick some from there. But from what I'm seeing, okay, so I have 8 winners so far for tonight, and I'll pick 2 more from the stream on Asia server. There are a lot more entries. I think it'd be better to reward them. And here we go. Okay, so I think they are all unique now. There are lots of entries from Asia server. I got a lot of Asia server fans, but there are some EU server people watching this. So I got my winners, and I'm going to announce them very soon. They put, and these are the battle pass winners from the last EU stream. So that is not going to be the winners of this stream. So stay put. I will announce all the winners soon. Okay, so here are all the winners for tonight. Congratulations to Dragonfly, Majin, Wast Sky, Matthias, GN, Swift, Nagi, and also Yuko. Congratulations to you all. You're going to win a battle pass. And we still have more giveaways to do. In the Money Blaster final, go follow them to check them out, and yeah, very exciting tonight. We've seen some of the most exciting, extraordinary matches, and they are very close, of very high quality, and they have done themselves really proud. Core, yes, both Demo and T1L both had 5 wins. Demo only won 6 matches in stage 2. T1L won 7 matches in stage 2. So in this case, Till will win this tiebreak over Demo, and that is why Till is through, not Demo. I suppose Wargaming has said that as well. As what is considered for a tiebreak by Tolly Yan, which is new stuff from a member from Wargaming. In place of LOCA. So far so good for them. Yes. Yeah, I can quote what is said here. Tolian said, first we look at the third stage. If the situation is equal, then the second, essentially that means they will look at the number of match wins in the third stage. Win rate's just the same. I mean, they have the same number of possible matches to be played. And then if the situation is equal, then the second, which also means the stage 2 matches, and we know Till is about Timo in this one. Alright, so yeah, that's it for me tonight, and hope you all enjoy the games. It's been a really long stream. I haven't had dinner yet, but right, it will be a long weekend for me, and yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all